It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Indianapolis Colts. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. From the 10. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And now a stoppage, and looks like we have a Colt who was shaken up on that last play. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. They'll start on the ground, Etienne. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Colts, very strong last week as they helped their squad improve to 2-0 on the young season.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On second down, Etienne once more. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And they string that play out nicely. He's stopped before he can turn upfield. No gain, second down. That time on the outside, pretty nice job as a cornerback to shed any would-be blockers and make the tackle.
And think about the praise we're giving him, what his coaches are giving, but how about the respect he gets from his teammates to be a complete corner who doesn't just cover receivers, but also tackles ball carriers.
On second down, Etienne once more. Nifty move, and he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41.
Partner, it's not often that I expect running backs to eclipse 100 yards in back-to-back games, but he left 100 way behind last week. I think he's going to do it again. I'm expecting 150 or more.
And last week, AFC Offensive Player of the Week, so if he does what you say he might, maybe he'll get another one.
Yeah, I think he's locked in. But he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defense a credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
He'll drop to throw. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. Touchdown! Darnell Mooney, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Nyheim Hines now out of his end zone. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Off the option, here's Taylor. Room here to run. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set. 5th defensive back on the field, and they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield, hit you little people.
Good run there. Foyesade Aluakan made the tackle there from his safety position. The Colts at 2-0 here to begin the season, and they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line. Yeah, we saw that from up here, CD. A tug on the face mask, and the flag comes out.
And we saw that last week they had some defensive miscues like that. And they told us that they worked hard on it in practice. And
talking more in the videos, you know.
But obviously the message hasn't really sunk in.
Get my YouTube jumping or whatever.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's 1st and 10.
Already started doing numbers. Got 22 views on the video. You know, highest video.
Forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was
our way up
in the backfield. 2nd and 13. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Jags grab it. And the return this time will go.
You know, it's game against Hay, so we know how it's going to go.
In the backfield, all receivers out in the pattern, and in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit, but not go down and fumble the ball.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. All told, it's an even 30 and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. A shotgun snap and a give to ETN. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Touchdown, Jaguars. Evan Ingram, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jags are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead.
High cock.
Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick
14-0 already.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines.
Game.
And he returns this to the 22. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because...
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Foyesade Aluakin. And the Jaguars are going to take
Somebody
possession
needs to
of the
help this
football.
man out.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means you're receiving.
And that is caught.
Take this man
Jacksonville.
out.
Evan Ingram, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars
Like, he really can't fuck with me.
add on to their lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good, and it's now 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession. But I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. And if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. He's going to let one go deep for Parker. Oh, his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
CPU bailing me out.
They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them,
That should have been a pick.
couldn't hang on to the pass.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. On the return is Kirk. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return. Now the Jags will have great field position to start this drive as they take over on the short side of the field. And that is intercepted. Or was it? Wait, they'll say no. No interception. He did not keep the feet in bounds, apparently. So that's just going to be an incompletion. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On second down, a run with Etienne. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after one.
Okay.
They'll look to throw here on first down.
Okay.
Throws there, incomplete.
Okay.
The defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the stakes.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars continue to pull away here in this first half. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And that makes the score 28-0. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And a nice move will yield nothing as he's stopped behind the line. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Going deep here for Parker. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Rayshawn Jenkins picks it off, and the Jags are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. Second interception for him now here in this first half, and you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. On second down, ETN once more. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. They'll run with ETN. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 75 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. And they'll go again with ETN. Gets past one man. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
On this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. ETN up the middle. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Here's a give up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Evan Ingram on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Jaguars open the lead to 34-0. Extra point by McCann, up and good.
Yes.
And that makes this 35-0 now.
Go look.
Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a 1st down now. And he's going to go down. back at his own 5-yard line. It's a sack. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Another incompletion there. That's 5 in a row now to start this game. He's got to take a deep breath now, step back, shake it off a little bit, trust his offensive line, and hope that his play caller dials up something that can give him a completion and get him going.
And from the half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. The Jaguars are going to take possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jaguars have taken a 6-touchdown lead. Extra point by McCann, up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. Ain't nothing wrong with that. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. 2nd and 9 now. And throw right side complete to Parker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. 3rd and 7 now. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They'll look to throw here. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen able to get in there yet again. That's already 3 sacks for him here in this first half of football. Out is Rigoberto Sanchez on 4th down to punt this thing. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. Short completion, just 4 yards. 3rd and 7 now. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards. On the handoff, Taylor. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle. We're just looking at the scoreboard and where we're at in the 3rd quarter. I don't know that it's going to matter much at this point, CD, but these small runs on the ground, they're not going to get it done.
No, they're not. And right now, the guys stopping the run have been superior in this ball game, giving them no openings, no seams, and now they've got this game well in hand.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Well, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
When teams have a tough time running the ball as this one has throughout this game, it's so easy to just say, forget it, let's throw the football. But that's exactly why you stay with the running game. Eventually, you stick with it, you make some adjustments, you often find ways to run the ball better as the game goes on.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. On 2nd down, it's Taylor. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. He'll look to throw. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins.
This nigga just keeps throwing picks. Like, get out of here.
And they'll take over at the 20-yard
Hey.
line.
They were well aware of the scoreboard as they went into halftime, and they know how tough it
Hey,
is.
nigga, you dumb.
But if there's a positive after that play, is that they were able to take a shot at the end zone on their opening drive of this half. The negative, though, that shot at 6 ended in an interception, and we know that's not going to jump start.
TRL, Kyle.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start.
Jaguars, Kyle. The Jaguars.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A give, running right, ETN. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll run with ETN. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he'll take this into the end zone. A touchdown, Jacksonville. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. Out of the end zone, here comes Hines. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. Offense at the line and set to go. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. That is caught. Michael Pittman with it. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Now back to throw. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. 22 more yards there and another 1st down. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but As you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he fires one incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Think about her feelings. How would she feel after that comment?
Back to throw. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Jaguars force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game. And that.
Oh, now he's stripped. He lost the football. And the Colts pick it up. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
You and I have been around teams, and they all have goals for games, don't they? And every team we've ever talked to says what?
No turnovers.
Don't turn the ball over. 0. And they were that close to getting it done. Won't cost them today, but they'll hate that when they're watching the game tape.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Out to the right and complete to Pittman. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They'll run here with Taylor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you got to match that aggressiveness. No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Woods. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And the Jags are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Yet another mistake after the interception there. Gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. They find some open, taking it right down Broadway. The 30, past the 20, and all the way down to the 9. 191 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
Okay. He did not.
Handoff running left is Etienne. And for one of the few times here today, this one's not going to go anywhere. Charles, when you look at the stat sheet, you realize that both sides of the ball were so dominant in this game. And on offense, not only did they score it, but they did it through the air as well as on the ground. Everything was working.
And you know that the guys who scored the touchdowns, who contributed that way, that threw them or ran them, they're going to find our cameras and have a big grin for them. But I hope our cameras find that offensive line. How versatile were they? Move the ball on the ground, move people so they could run it, and then protected their passers so they could throw it.
So for the Jags.